When my son, daughter, and I stepped onto the dusty field just outside the village at midday, I felt something electric in the air. Men gathered in groups. Laughter and singing drifted between them. Boughs stood upright like silent sentinels. As an arrow flew and miraculously hit the target far ahead, the whole field erupted in cheers, dance, song, and jubilant taunting. In that moment, I thought, this archery is far more than a sport. In most countries, sports like soccer, cricket, basketball, baseball, or even track and field dominate. Rarely is a traditional martial art or weapon based sport elevated to the status of the national sport. Bhutan is unusual, perhaps unique, in giving archery that honor. While many nations preserve archery as a folkloric practice, Bhutan has kept it alive and central to civic life. Nearly every village has its own archery ground. Matches happen spontaneously, and the tradition endures into everyday life. This is rare in the modern world. Archery's roots in Bhutan are ancient. Bows and arrows were once crucial for hunting, survival, and defense, but also carried spiritual meaning. Over centuries, archery became entwined with religious ceremonies, regional competitions, rites of passage, and social life. Formally, archery was declared the national sport in 1971, the same year Bhutan joined the United Nations. Since then, the Bhutan Archery Federation has helped structure competitions, tournaments, and rules while keeping the social traditions intact. Stories abound, including one that archers who failed to land any hits were once made to drink from a barrel as a humorous penalty. Traditional matches are played at astonishing distances. Targets are set roughly 130 meters away, over a full American football field plus another 30 yards. The target is not a large bullseye, but a small rectangular wooden board about the size of a man's shin. Teams of friends or neighbors, from 6 to 13 players on each side, take turns shooting 2 arrows apiece, alternating directions. Scoring is intricate and matches can last for hours, full of feasting, drinking, singing, and taunting. Verbal dueling, called ka shed, adds poetry and wit to the contest, as archers cheer, mock, or praise each other's shots. Watching the local matches with my son and daughter was unforgettable. The courts were narrow but incredibly long, 10 or 12 yards wide, but stretching 130 yards to the target. From where we stood, the target was barely visible. When someone managed a hit, joy erupted. Teammates broke into dance, singing chants, celebrating as if fortune itself had arrived. The sport felt deeply social, a neighborhood event, men forming teams of friends, laughter and rivalry woven together. We saw almost exclusively men playing, while women joined in cheering or taunting from the sidelines. The sheer strength required amazed us. We each tried to draw one of the bowstrings without an arrow. None of us could pull the string even halfway back. Later, we discovered a lighter style of bow that was more manageable, though still challenging. Finally, we tried a practice range at 30 yards with bows we could handle. Even then, in half an hour of shooting, none of us ever hit the tiny target. The difficulty only deepened our respect for the Bhutanese archers. Archery here is not simply about precision, it is about community, joy, and perseverance. Winning matters, but so do the celebrations, the shared laughter, the witty insults, and the togetherness. It is egalitarian. Any village can field a team, and profoundly cultural, rooted in the rhythms of Bhutanese life. To see a weapon transformed into a vessel of joy and camaraderie is striking and deeply moving. Watching Bhutanese archery felt like watching a living story unfold. Arrow, laughter, risk, and tradition. I'm still processing what it means to celebrate a hit with dance and song, to accept a miss with humor, and to turn an ancient practice into an ongoing festival of happiness. It made me wonder, perhaps part of Bhutan's secret to happiness lies here in how they take aim seriously and yet miss with joy.